Hi everyone, I'm Solvi, and I was the main artist for Dune, Ecaz and Moritani, which is the third expansion for the Dune board game. Now that I finally have my copy, we are going to be doing a little unboxing, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the making of this expansion. First of all, I am so excited to finally be able to show off this box cover, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. This is some of my favorite art that I've gotten to do for Dune, period. With that being said, let's get unboxing. For those of you who don't know, I joined the Dune team for Choman or Chess when the original artist had to step down, so this is my second expansion with Gale Force 9. I love the Dune board game myself, so it's been an honor to get to work on it. Let's get another close-up look at the cover here. And now let's start breaking out the pieces. First up is the rulebook. It's super cool to be able to see my name inside the official rulebook, alongside both my dad, who worked as a designer, and my twin brother, who actually did the artwork for the planets in this expansion. And there you can see our names listed. If you don't know anything about this new expansion yet, I'm sure I piqued your interest with planets, because in this expansion, each of the factions gains a homeworld planet token, which other players can actually attack like it's a stronghold. The Fremen have control of the southern hemisphere of Arrakis, the Atreides control Caladan, Harkonnen, Gidi Prime, etc. Also on this punch board is another one of my favorite pieces of art I did for the game, this token here. This is a discovery token, and the artwork is a reference to a pretty obscure piece of Dune art, so drop it in the comments if you recognize it. On this sheet, we've got some new faction leaders, and this token here, which is a reference to the Fremen shrine that is also on the cover of the box. On this next sheet, we've got some more planets, of course, and we also have the other type of discovery tokens. These are the smuggler discovery tokens as indicated by the guild symbol. On the back here, we've got some of the Moritani leaders, and you can see on the back of the discovery tokens, I'm going to punch out for you so you can get a closer look at the art, the guild symbol as mentioned, and this one looks like it's an ornithopter. These are a really great addition to the game as well. Discovery tokens give players a reason to head out into desert territories that they normally wouldn't. On this sheet again, some more faction leaders, some more planets, and then on this last sheet here, I think the coolest planet in the game. This is Kaitan, which is the Emperor's second planet because they also control Seleucia Secundus. Locken did a great job with the planet art for this game. It turned out really fantastic. You can see I'm punching out Duke Prad Vidal, who has both of the new faction colors, and that is because he can switch between factions. He is a really sneaky, slimy character. And speaking of new factions, these are the terror tokens that go with the Moritani house that allow them to do terrorism, because that is their faction advantage. This right here is the terror token for atomics. And speaking of the new factions, looks like we've gotten through the punch cards, and we are now down to the new faction sheets. Also some new cards, but we're going to get into those in a minute. And here are the new houses in this expansion, Ecaz and Moritani. If you're interested in learning more about the strategies for these two houses, I would highly recommend my dad's videos. He worked as a designer on this expansion, and I'm going to link them in the description below. What better way to learn about new houses than from the designer himself? And with that, we are going to break into the deck of cards. We've introduced a couple of new cards in this expansion, of course. Obviously, with new factions, you have new alliance cards, new Bene Gesserit prediction cards, that sort of thing. Here we have the alliance cards, Bene Gesserit prediction cards, and Nexus cards, which are another really fun addition to this expansion that I also recommend my dad's channel for. He'll be able to give you a much better explanation than I would. And here are the Discovery token cards. Again, I pointed out the artwork for these earlier, but if you're interested in how they work, I would recommend my dad's channel. This is the Great Maker, which is an addition to the Spice deck. And here are some of the new Treachery cards. You'll notice that the Treachery cards feature 3 recurring characters, whom the playtesting Discord lovingly nicknamed the 3 Friends. I was obviously psyched to hear that they were engaging with the art that I had done. And here are all the new faction leaders. I love doing portraits, so this is always a blast. And the planet cards. Again, shout out to my brother Locken. He did an amazing job with the artwork for the planets. I think that they are truly a highlight of this expansion. These cards detail the advantages you get when you control your own planet or when you occupy another faction's planet. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you really enjoy this expansion as much as I do. Can't wait to hear what you all have to say about it. And again, check out Jack's videos if you're interested in more strategy.